Episode 4. We're going to do week 1. A little bit of week 2 game recap. We have 6 games remaining in week 2. I also have Coach Auburn here with me today. We're going to talk about his upcoming game, and we'll go from there. So, matter of fact, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to get this posted in the Coach's Corner so everybody else can watch it. People like Tonka. That motherfucker.
Oh, I love Tonka, man. That's my guy
awesome.
right there.
He's fucking awesome. He's so out of pocket, but we'll have it out of the way. All right. Got that podcast up. We're good to go. Let's see. Let's go talk week 1 real quick. So we got team schedules. I don't want that. I want. We'll go. We'll talk about top 20. We'll even talk about top 25 too. All right. So week 1, we'll start in the ACC. Oklahoma gave a beat down at Virginia Tech, 41-21, which I played Oklahoma last night. We'll get to here in a little bit. Pretty good user. Pretty good user. Florida beat the fuck out of Nebraska, 48-9. Jesus Lord, I didn't realize it was that bad. South Carolina must have like a really good offense of some sort with Sellers, because he won 62-44, and I played with the USC guy a lot when I was in college, and he's no pushover. So,
I will say this: I watched SC's game last night, man, and he does use Lenore Sanders quite a bit, from running the ball to even passing to him on the backfield. So his stick skills are absolutely amazing when it comes to Lenore Sanders.
Damn. Look at this. So if we ever match up, it's gonna be Lenore Sellers versus Bryce Underwood show. I'd like to hear that. BYU beat the fuck out of Florida State. Jesus Lord. 42-7.
Damn.
Wow. That's embarrassing.
Way embarrassing.
Wow. LSU beat the fuck out of Clemson 63-0. Clemson dude actually texted me. Is like everyone like this? I'm like, nah. Sorry, I've got like text because I have my real life coaching job that's texting me too for high school football. But anyways, yeah. So I was responding because we were talking about having a coaches meeting for our season coming up for high school football.
Gotcha.
Anyways, Miami upset Bama, which I think was more of a. I don't think it was an upset. I think Miami's actually really good. And watching the end of that game, Tonk almost pulled it out. So it's kind of nice to watch that. And then Notre Dame beat Oregon 23-7. So, Big 12 games. I mean, you beat the fuck out of Baylor.
We did in the SEC that week 1.
Mm-hmm. Let's go look at that, actually. Georgia beat Indiana. BYU beat Florida State. Auburn beat Baylor. Texas Tech beat Kentucky 45-38. That was a good game. Ole Miss beat the hell out of Texas. No, they didn't play that one. That was the same one. LSU. Yep. I mean, the only two that lost in the SEC was Kentucky, Bama. So that was definitely a big upgrade for the SEC coming off week 0 losses. So that's tough. That is tough. All right, let's go talk week 2 SEC. You guys, let's talk about this matchup right now. Nebraska at Auburn. I know you. When I saw that text, I'm like, yep, I know who I'm interviewing for week 2. Why is that?
So, look, setting up the game, right? But Buddy was like, hey, what time what time are you gonna give me my loss? So I replied with some a little trash talk. I was like, oh well, we could do 8 tomorrow, so I could put that BTA. And then, everything's cordial. I made everything kind of settle down. I was like, it's going to be a good game. I'm here to play a good game. Not get too much in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And when he messaged Baylor in the general chat and was like, hey, can you give me any pointers, right? And I'm gonna talk about Baylor's game for a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eric, the national player of the week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had 3 picks with him. 2 of those were pick sixes.
Oof.
Slow free safety. I will say that. Buddy is slow. I put BTA on Baylor so bad, right? I was just pressing him all day. He couldn't do anything with DJ Lagway. I put him in a box. I always say this: defense wins championships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Offense sells tickets, right? So if you look at the game stats, his offense was doing way better than mine. He had more yards per game. He had more passing yards. He had way more receiving yards, right? My defense I was just locked in on defense, and that was me going in and changing, macros and making my cornerbacks press more, making my safeties play over the top a whole lot more. Yeah. So that game was really fun for me, especially how I started out. Right, It was like 7-14 within the first quarter, and defense just stepped up in a big way. Nebraska, man, I played this guy before, so watch out for today. I'm gonna try to have Stingleton with 400 something yards for 6 such touchdowns today. I am gonna break the game playing against this guy.
He said no fucking mercy.
Right. So he sent a message out yesterday. He said, "Well, I've been working on my defense. It's completely fine. You better put 2 people on Stingleton." And you better keep the linebacker drop low, because if I get Jeremiah Cobb or Stingleton going, it's game over.
It is game over.
The pain I am trying to inflict today is I'm trying to make Buddy lead the league. I'm trying to go up 48-7 at least before the half.
Jeez Lord, he really pissed you off. He pissed you off.
He did. I mean, all I said was that we're playing at Auburn, number 14, Loudon Stadium in the league, and then he sends me no shit. Buddy, I tried to be humble.
I'm just looking. Ohio State's tapped in. Oh, web. Oh, Lord. I'm looking at your schedule. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Wow. So after Nebraska and Iowa, then you start conference play with Kentucky week 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you go then number 23 Tennessee, bye week. Number 2 Georgia, number 8 LSU, number 11 Ole Miss, right? Bye week. Then finish out the year with Texas, BYU, Alabama.
So I think the only game I'm not worried about on that schedule is Texas. I think Texas is starting out slow.
I think he is too, because, well, I'm not gonna lie, defensive-wise against me, I'm gonna look at Texas' schedule, because he was locking my receivers up. Like, I had to pound the ball against him to open up my passing. I look at that game. I only won 21-7, but I had total offense. I had 352 total offense, but like of that 352, I think 160 of it was rushing.
Right.
Like I had to run the ball against him, otherwise I wasn't moving the ball. But they lost. Then he said Simmet because he both lagged out Ole Miss, Texas, so he lost that one. And then he plays Tennessee. Oh, we'll go to Ohio State after this, yes, for sure. So then he goes to play Tennessee, which I've never watched the Tennessee guy play at all. And then just gets the brakes beat off him 48-16. I'm like, what? So he goes into bye week 0-3, and then comes into conference play at Penn State. Like, holy shit. Or not conference play. He goes one more non-conference, and then goes into conference play. Which, playing Texas and now Oklahoma, the Red River rivalry is going to be really good for Oklahoma and Texas. I think. You know what I'm saying? I think if Texas brings it back on, he should win. I think the Penn State game's gonna be really good. I think he can go in there and do just fine. Oklahoma State, I think he should win. Oklahoma will be a good matchup, and then like the rest of it's just kind of like up in the air, you know.
Right.
But let's see. Let's go look at Ohio State since he's asking. Ohio State's remaining schedule. So he's on bye week. Holy shit! So he goes to Tuscaloosa week 3, and then he hosts LSU and Linnell Boyd. That might be a game to watch. Week 4 game of the week will probably be Ohio State LSU. Now that I'm looking at it, because that's going to be a fucking good game.
That will be a good game.
And then he goes to Kinnick in Iowa. And I'm not gonna lie, I was watching my boy, Coach Cole. He's tired. He had a lot of work yesterday, so I'm sure he's sleeping in. But like, I'm watching. Like, I'm not gonna lie, Iowa. He does not have a quarterback. He's literally playing with just a defense. If he can play like he can, I feel like he could pull it out. But like, he's gonna play pitch perfect. Virginia Tech's hit and miss. Like, he lost to Oklahoma by 20, and I just beat Oklahoma by 21. I can't remember. I'll check here in a second. We'll talk about that game here in a second. But like, Virginia Tech's okay. Like, I haven't like seen much because I've seen like he's pissed games away. So like, I don't know how to gauge him quite yet.
Right.
Indiana looks decent. That'd be a good game for Ohio State. Penn State.
And LSU, I done whooped them so many times low.
Oh Lord. I whooped LSU so many times. Well, we'll see what Coach Boyd has to respond, because I know Coach Boyd is going to be definitely on after he hears that. USC, and then the game, week 13, which when I'm down in Arizona, I'm gonna see if I can't
stop the run they done for.
True, that is true. But I'm gonna see what I'm down in, because I think it's week 9 or 10. I'll be down in Arizona if I can't borrow a buddy. We're going down to Arizona for a family trip to see a family friend. I'm pretty sure the family friend is on PS5 down there I can borrow. If not, I'll have to give a win, sadly. But let's see. Because I want to say I played Nebraska that week. Let me check. Michigan. There it is. So yeah, I'll have to either give a win against Nebraska or USC. If I can't get it in there. Anyways, looking at my schedule, I got Georgia next week, which Georgia... I'm trying to think who Georgia played for their one win. Kind of give me an idea of... Okay, they beat Indiana. Okay. They're playing A&M today, so that'd be a good game. I'll have to watch that. I'll definitely have to watch that today. See what I'm gauging with here. Anyways, back to mine. Georgia, watching the Indiana game, like, he was piss pounding, so I had to lock in for that one. Then get my homeboy Iowa, which Iowa lost his starting tight end. I mean, that's crucial. He lost him for like 4 or 5 weeks.
So that's big.
Yeah, I mean, that's
big loss
like,
for him.
That's his only, like, but outside of Diaz, that's like his main target is his tight end. So now it's like, fuck, what does he do besides Diaz, And then I go down to the swamp to play Florida, which I don't know how to gauge him either, because he stomped Nebraska, but at the same time, like did Nebraska just not play good? You know what I'm saying? And then I go on bye week 6, and then I come back, host Penn State, go to Bloomington. I probably won't play this game, or I'll try to play this game down in Arizona. Who knows how that will go? Then I'll go to USC. I'll have to play this. So like, I'll probably play this game because Sim will be Sunday night. I'll have to play that Sunday or Monday before I leave for my plane trip. This will get simmed on Wednesday night. Oh, I'm you know what? Maybe. Honestly, if it sims Sunday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it sims Sunday night, I could see if I can get it. Or no, soon would be Monday night. So that would be that. Unless we Monday. So yeah, it would be Wednesday night when this game had to get played. So yeah, I was just trying to overthink that. Holy crap! I think I just blew my brain up. Anyways, that'll happen. And then I'll have to play this game like on a Friday when I get back from my plane trip, which would be like Friday at like 8 o'clock at night. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. I'd have to play this game on my plane trip home. Or I could play it down in Arizona too. I don't know yet. And then I go down up to Eugene, play Oregon, get my Paul Bunyan trophy because I don't do CPUs, and then week 13. I mean, is undefeated a possibility? Yes. I would say the road to undefeated is like I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say 40% because Georgia's good, Florida shows dominance, Penn State's decent, Indiana's good. Like, I would say if I had to give myself a ceiling right now, I think 10-2. 10-2 would be good, like really good.
Right.
But like the Ohio State game, like that's my hot seat game. Like if I lose that, my job security goes from safe to like 50%. That's how big the game is. It's crazy.
I mean, if you still go 10-2, I still see you making the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Even and I'm not saying you're gonna lose against Ohio State. Ohio State is a really good player, right? I don't think your hot seat's gonna drop that low because you're still gonna be eligible for bowl game.
Yeah.
But also, you making it to the playoffs might help with that coaching.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think you'll be fine.
True. Well, and then we'll transition this. So top 25. So if the way too early CFP, if it ended today, Notre Dame would be 1, Georgia 2, Ohio State 3, A&M 4, Miami 5, Abbott 6, Oklahoma 7, LSU 8, BYU 9, Penn State 10, Ole Miss 11, Indiana 12. So from my understanding, based off of last year's, this year's like new CFP thing, like it's just the top 12. And then like Notre Dame gets like an automatic. So like obviously 1, 2, 3, 4 get the bye. 5 plays, so Miami would have to play Indiana. I would have to play Ole Miss. Oklahoma would have to play Penn State, LSU, BYU. All good games, right? Mm-hmm. Of course, this is going to change right now because you have a Oklahoma team that just lost. You have a Penn State team that Penn State lost a game. Oh, Penn State lost. Did Penn State lose this week?
Let me go
Holy
see.
Shit. Did they lose? They did. They lost to Texas Tech. Oh shit.
So that's a team we're not even talking about.
I'm about to say Texas Tech. Whoa! Hey, Texas Tech is 2-1, and they were 16th last year. Now they're 20. Now they're fighting back in. So let's talk about Texas Tech real quick because that's a huge upset. Let's go down to their schedule. So Texas Tech. So he lost to Ohio State, which, oh damn, 49-21, which I thought he was going to start, competing. All of a sudden you see him just, dwindle off. Beats a Kentucky team really close, and then beats Penn State in Texas Tech 38-21. That's pretty good. So, he's probably going to jump up to like 15 probably, right? And then he goes on the road to A&M next week, and then on the road in Oklahoma. That's tough. And then goes Colorado into a bye week, South Carolina, Texas, Missouri, BYU, Oklahoma State, Baylor. Damn.
So, as far as for his upcoming games, right? Texas A&M, that's gonna be a good battle. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen Texas A&M play yet. Haven't even seen Texas Tech play yet. So it's gonna be a Big 12 conference. Yeah, but that Oklahoma game, I think Texas Tech pulls that out. and let's talk about that real quick because Oklahoma, yes, he's a good user, right? I played him week 0.
Yeah.
There should have been no reason on why I lost that game.
Yeah.
I talked to Baylor after that game, and I think where most people are getting in their heads at is Oklahoma is he's not a pass downfield type of guy.
No,
He's
he's not.
short throws, RPOs, run the ball.
Yeah, and like once you adjust to it, it's kind of nice. Like, but I'm not gonna lie. Towards the end, he started to open it up. I'm like, oh shit. So I had to like readjust and everything. I mean, you lost from 27-19, but he like I'm not gonna lie. Against me, he did a lot of quarterback runs. Now I think about it. Mateer was starting to run, and I started putting like zone. I just started QB contained the whole time, and I took that away. But it was kind of like weird to see Mateer running like that. And then I'm not gonna lie. So I gave Marshall a break, and I put my backup Ritter in. I'm like, whoa, who's this? Because he started popping off and has a platinum human joystick, and I'm like, so what I'm hearing is I should run two back stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But then he beats West Virginia 41-21. I'm like, damn. So I was like, I gotta lock the fuck in. Which starting the game out, we'll look at my game now. I was like, yeah, I gotta lock in. So I got 14-0 in the first quarter because I'm like, oh shit. I'm not like he ran a trick play, and I was like, I know this set because Texas ran it, and Tonka runs it all the time. So I was like, I know this set. It's that wildcat pitch pass,
Yes.
So I sat on with Rod Moore, and I just picked on like, oh, okay, this is where we get our lead and stuff. I got 14-0, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm doing fine. And then he battles back, and it's 14-10, and then I go up one more, so it's 21-10 at half, right? So I'm like, okay, this is good. So then he goes in, he comes out, he goes really slow, methodical. I'm like, okay, now I gotta be smart. It's 21-17 going to the fourth, and I don't know what happened in the fourth, but like his offense just kind of sputtered, and I put 7. I'm not gonna lie, it should only been 10. But I was kind of an asshole and ran it up, and I put my backup quarterback in Ritter and let him do his thing, which is where I found out about Ritter. And I'm like, yeah. So it ended up being 38-17 when it was all said and done. But 18 first downs. I had 337 total yards of offense, 7 yards per play. Looking at that, that's huge. Like that is absolutely fucking huge when it comes when you're talking yards per play. You get in that you get into that 5+ yards per play, you're doing pretty fucking good. I mean, I had 30 rushes for 114 yards on 3 touchdowns as a team. I went 17 for 18 on completions with 2 touchdowns. I was throwing some I was being smart with my passes. We both had 223 yards passing, but yards per pass, I was getting 12.4 yards a pass to his 6.8. You know what I'm saying? Third down conversion, I was at 77% to his 55%. And even the announcer said it. We'll go look at the stats here, but I think I would say I have the best third down conversion in the nation right now. That's just what I predicate myself on, right? And then we go the red zone touchdown efficiency. Red zone to touchdown efficiency, I had 71% to 66, which I'm kind of curious, and I kind of want to go look at it with the what my defense allows, because I know for sure Texas was in the red zone 7 times, he only scored once. I want to let's go look at the stats. I'm curious now, because that will say everything I need to know. So we'll go look at defense first, then we'll go to offense, right? So, holy shit, well, that's just one game played. So let's look at let's go to the Big Ten. Okay, so defensive points per game in the Big Ten, I'm only allowing 12 points a game. That's pretty damn good. Next behind me is
big right there.
Is Ohio State with 15.5. Pardon me, I'm gonna not to be TMI, but I'm going to talk from my shitter, because I literally can sit at the way my apartment's laid out. I can literally sit at my shitter and do this. It's kind of nice. But what was it? So we got 12. So it goes like I said, defensive points per game. It goes myself, Ohio State, which is why I'm kind of surprised about this Penn State thing, because sorry, it's kind of a long distance for me to see now. But it's not like we're giving up a lot of points, which kind of makes me wonder, like, what happened to the Penn State Texas Tech game that he kind of fumbled the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like I'm just gonna say it's the Iowa State Nittany Lions. It's what it is. It's the Iowa State Nittany Lions. So it's kind of like what happened, like what went down, which is why it's like kind of nice to watch those streams sometimes to see like what happened this week, because like I feel like as a league we're all pretty solid, and if someone's on their A game one day and someone's off, it's not going to show like the true things. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I mean, and some of these guys, man, they're not streaming their games, so can't really scout on what
That's
our
true.
opponent is doing.
That's
so
true, which is sometimes nice that people don't, because the people can't see what I'm doing. Like last night I couldn't because my Wi-Fi was being weird because my fiance was watching Netflix while I was on streaming too. So it's like, well, fuck,
right.
But shoot, I'm looking at it like this, like Penn State's number 3 in let's pass. And rush defense, number 4. Holy shit, I just realized that I have a really good fucking rush defense. Holy shit. Only 151 rushing yards given up. Rushing yards per game allowed, 75. And the next lowest is Ohio State, 127. It's pretty good.
Man.
Here's what upsets me though as a defensive person right now is we have 0 quarterback sacks. And my D-line's very good. That's what pisses me off. We're one of 2 teams in the Big Ten that have 0 sacks. The other one's Nebraska. Like, Oregon's got 6, Penn State's got 4. I'm like, why do we not have a sack? But then we go over to interceptions, and we lead the Big Ten in interceptions. So, to me, that says we're getting stops on the front line during runs, and we're getting penetration. They're throwing arid throws. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because the next highest then is Indiana 6, Penn State has 6, Oregon USC 4. So it's like, we have some good coverage, guys. That makes me happy. But then we look at like giving up like passing yards allowed. We sit middle of the pack in middle of the pack in passing yards allowed, when Indiana's only give up 362, Nebraska's only give up 371, Penn State 481. We've given up 494 passing yards. But then I think to myself, okay, we also played a really good passing Oklahoma and a really good passing Texas team. So it's like, you gotta go with what you gotta go. But then like you go like yards allowed, which again, this doesn't make sense to me because Penn State just lost to Texas Tech. They've only allowed 249 yards per game, right? So it's like, what happened? Maybe through some picks that maybe cost him. We'll look at the offense in a second. 309, 322 per game. Like, it's not like anything crazy. Ohio State's almost giving up 400 yards a game. Wow. Noted. I will make sure to remember that. Okay, so I've talked enough about the Big Ten. Let's look at the SEC next, then we'll go around the conference. Defensive wise, holy.
Yeah, man, I just looked at it.
No one has scored on fucking LSU yet in the one game he's played. That's me realizing, oh fuck, I gotta lock in against Lonnie. He's only allowed 126 yards. Oh my fucking god. Someone's gotta fucking lock in.
I'm gonna have to pray that game when I play him.
I'm telling you, like, you have to lock in. Like, when him and I played, like, it was like a expedition game. Mm-hmm. It was like, I had 2 safeties on him, and it was like going back and forth. And then like the fourth quarter, he opened up a little, and I like lost 45-35. Like, you cannot play dumb against him. You have to play your best football. If you do not play your best football, you are fucked. Like 100%.
So, I'm looking at his box score for that Clemson game, and he won everything from offense. He won the turnover battle. Yeah. He had three turnovers. Clemson had 3 turnovers that game.
Yeah. Clemson texted me afterwards, like, is everyone like this? I'm like, no, you just played probably one of the toughest dudes in the league. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, LSU is, and we'll talk about here in a little bit. If we had to go, like, national championship contenders, LSU is in the S tier, like 100%. Like there's no one as ready as him compared to like some others, and we'll talk about that here probably a little bit too. Let's go. So we got the SEC done. Let's go talk ACC defense, and we'll go back through offense and all that fun stuff. Man, the ACC likes to give up points. Notre Dame is the lowest in the ACC with 19 points given up per game. Damn. And then it goes Miami 21.5, Florida 22, Virginia Tech 28, Clemson 35, Florida State 41, 41, 41. Which tells me that South Carolina is offensive heavy then. He's given up almost 900 yards of total offense.
So I think with South Carolina is just stopping Lenore Sanders.
Oh, 100%.
Honestly.
Yeah. ACC. Let's go look at Big 12. Oh, Big 12 bad. Big 12's bad. Big 12's bad. 23.5. Baylor and Oklahoma State are giving up over 50 points a game. Jesus God, they got a lot of recruiting to do this year to fix it. I think Baylor and Oklahoma State have got to like focus defense in the offseason because Jesus, if you're giving up, I'm gonna be honest, if you're giving up over 35 points a game, you are not helping your offense whatsoever. Like it should be, I would say, to help your offense, it has to be under 28 points a game, 100%, like no questions asked.
Right.
Texas has 8 total sacks as a team. Holy shit! But they have no interceptions. That's gonna hurt them. Damn. So there's some good. So let's go flip it back to offense. Work our way backwards. Offense. Tech's averaging 34.7 points a game. That's probably why he beat Penn State. His offense is good. 1,300 yards of offense. Averaging 315 yards a game. Wow. Passing yards a game. Wow. Oh, shit. But what does the rush look like? Rush. He's rushing about 118. Wow. He's got a good offense then. A&M's averaging 27 points a game. Missouri's averaging 37 points a game. Texas is only averaging 11 points of offense. That's gotta hurt. Like that's gotta hurt. Jeez.
So the question is what's going on with Texas this year? Are we still trying to figure out the game, or?
I think it's a little bit of both. Figure out the game and how he wants to use them and all that fun stuff. Which, if someone from Texas wants to train from Michigan, I'm not going to complain. But
right.
Then South Carolina averaging 52 points a game. He's averaging almost 600 yards of offense a game. Wow, almost averaging. So he's averaging 385 passing yards a game and 204 rushing yards a game. Probably all Lenore's. Let's be honest.
Yep.
And then the next highest is Notre Dame with 30-point game. Like South Carolina, I'm gonna be honest. Let's rewind. I'm gonna go back to Big 12. If I'm choosing the Big 12 championship today, I think we've got Texas A&M and Texas Tech, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
I think A&M and Tech are going to be the Big 12 at this point, right? ACC, looking at the offense and defense, I think it's Notre Dame, South Carolina all day. I mean, unless Miami, surprises us, I think it's South Carolina, Notre Dame, ACC title game right now at this point. Like, that's just because with South Carolina's offense. I mean, he almost slipped against Missouri, though. So who knows?
So I watched some of that game, and the first quarter, he was throwing picks, and he threw that one pick. I was like, oh, come on, SC, like. Mm-hmm. And then he started finding Lenore Sanders out the backfield, and he just started playing his game. So
yeah, that's kind of crazy how that works. It really is. But yeah, so no, definitely ACC, Notre Dame, South Carolina as of now. It could be Notre Dame, Miami. I don't know. Let's go talk SEC before we go to the Big Ten. I think LSU is a deadlock for the SEC title game. Now, who he plays is a good question. I think once Ole Miss gets his stuff figured out, I think Ole Miss is a contender. I think Georgia's a contender. I play him next week. So I think he's a contender. I think BYU is one of those guys. He likes to complain. No shade, little shade. Um, I think he's a contender. I think BYU, Georgia, Ole Miss. I think if like you start flipping on, I think you can be a contender. Like, there's a lot of dudes who could be in there. I just think LSU is for sure one of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to
Right.
come down to who can play their best game that day, is what it's going to be. I would say
So I mean,
Go ahead.
I'm looking at the conference standings for the SEC right now, and it's LSU, Georgia, Kentucky, me, Ole Miss, Tennessee, BYU, Alabama. Right.
Yep.
There's only 3 teams in the SEC that's 1-0 right. Well, BYU's 2-0, but LSU's 1-0, Georgia's 1-0. Right. So I think it just comes to any given Saturday. Right.
100%. I'd say right now I'm thinking I'm gonna go crazy on this one. I think it's gonna be LSU BYU because I don't think anyone's challenged really BYU yet. But but maybe Georgia though. So I think between Georgia BYU game that'll be one to watch. We'll go
Right.
talk Big Ten. Okay. Wow. Indiana's averaging 39 points. Penn State 37. USC 33. I mean, my offense is producing, but that's because my defense is getting them in like short field. You know what I'm saying? So like, I really don't have to worry about driving a field's length at all. Penn State's almost got 1,000 yards. Oregon has almost 1,300 yards of offense. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd say, you know, right now, based on defensive numbers and offensive numbers, I think Ohio State and myself are in a collision course to playing back-to-back weeks. You know what I'm saying?
I am looking at that right now at the conference standings. I think it will be you and Ohio State. If Indiana can get it together, I think Indiana will also be in that race as well.
Yeah. I think the loss this week to Penn State kind of makes me question like the reality of it. USC, you know, hit and miss. I mean, he had his chance against South Carolina. Still a great player, don't get me wrong. Oregon to me right now is like that dark horse. Like I don't know him because he's a new user. He's 1-2. Like who knows what could happen. So it's kind of curious to see what happens there. I love my dude to death, Iowa, but I think he's in a rebuild year. I think he needs to take this year, lick his wounds, and get ready for the next year because, damn, it's tough. It is tough watching. And then Nebraska. And then there's Nebraska. I mean, averaging 15 points a game, like another person just lick wounds and rebuild for next year, and just one of those tough things, you know. Ooh, this is what I want to look at, conversion rates. So for offense, third down conversion rates, I'm 60%. On fourth down, I'm 100%. That's awesome. One for one. Okay. Oh, what the? I just hit the circle button by accident on my table. Whoops. Anyways, back to this conversions. I want to see this. LSU's 100%. That's funny. That's just. I want to see the defensive conversions. Oh, it's red zone efficiency looking. There we go. Okay, so my touchdown rate on offense is 54%. Damn. Defensive red zone percentage for like the teams that like score on me, right? 28%. And what's even crazier is that's not even like the lowest. Oregon's got 27%, and Indiana has 22%. To me, that screams like bend don't break is Big Ten. You know what I'm saying? And then USC 66%. He's giving up 66% of the red zones. Ohio State's giving up 50%. Wow. I would not expect that. Nebraska's only giving up 33% in the red zone. So if you get in the red zone, it's kind of tough to score, it looks like. Which means probably a lot of big plays.
Right.
Let's go look at SEC real quick. 55% giving up in the red zone. Okay. LSU, 0%. BYU, 16%. Damn. That's pretty damn good. Penalties, turnovers. Oh, this is what I look at. Who leads the nation in turnovers? I'll just look at the nation. Total. Who leads the nation in interceptions? Oklahoma State with 8. So he has 8 interceptions. Texas has 7. Baylor 7. That's total. That's interceptions thrown. So Oklahoma State's thrown 8 interceptions. Texas has thrown 7. Baylor's thrown 7. Missouri's thrown 7. And Oklahoma's thrown 7. Damn. Nebraska's only thrown 5.
I mean, Baylor did throw 4 last week, so
Yeah. Well, I'm looking like this. So I'm looking at giveaways. The teams that give the ball away the most: Oklahoma State with 10, South Carolina with 8, Missouri with 8, Texas with 8, Baylor with 7, Oklahoma with 7. Like that's tough. Like when you're giving the ball away, that just doesn't go right. Now takeaways. Who leads the nation? Missouri leads with 10, but he's given the ball away 8 times, so it's like not his favorite. Now,
right.
I've only given the ball away 1 time, but I've taken it away 8, with 7 interceptions. Which I'm trying to think where I got my 8th takeaway from. I don't know where I got it from. I wonder if it's like a conversion or someone turnover on downs or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. Anyways, I don't know any football coverage, but like I'm number 1 in. I'm tied number 1 with defensive interceptions with Notre Dame. That's kind of nice. So then we'll look. So we have the team stats. Let's look at who holds season stats. Who has the most interceptions right now? Let's look at that. Like user-wise, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it doesn't show your team, which kind of makes me upset because I'm like, okay, where do I rank amongst everybody else?
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't show Auburn because I only threw 2 interceptions this year.
Texas Tech has 940 yards passing. Missouri has 890. Sellers isn't even in the top 5 for passing yards. It literally goes Texas Tech, Missouri, Oregon, Oklahoma, and then a CPU. Damn. Rushing yards. Bo Jackson, not surprised. Heisman candidate. Let's just say he's a Heisman candidate.
He
and
is.
Then CPU, Hardy from Missouri, Kwan Lacey, Ole Miss, and then Notre Dame, Jonas Walton. Like, makes sense, right? Ooh, wait, hold up. BYU's got his guy with 238 yards rushing. He's got platinum battering ram and platinum work. That's a big dude. 6'2", 225. That is a dude. All right, receiving. Who leads receiving? Caden Lee with 328 yards receiving. So it goes Missouri, Ole Miss, Oregon, Texas Tech, Arizona State. Top 5. Good. Then we have blocking. Love that stat, but looks like Kentucky has the best blockers right now. That's kind of nice. Defense. This is what I want to see. Who leads the league in interceptions? Auburn with 3. Eric Winters has 3 interceptions. Nice. Let's see where. I got a lot of guys with. I have a lot of guys with 1. There's like a bunch of guys with 1 interception on my team. Penn State's got 2. Tennessee guys 2. CPU has 2. Yeah, you have one guy with 3.
Yeah.
So he leads the throw up award right now. That's for sure. Kicking. Oh, which reminds me, kicking. Oklahoma's a kicker with 99 power, 99 accuracy. Accuracy. I'm like, bruh. Oh, BYU has one of the 2 kick returns. So he's got a kick return on 2 kick returns, and then Penn State has the other kick return. Otherwise, that's the only kick returns that exist this year. Oh, no, it's 3. Oregon has 1 too. Fuck, that's good. The Big Ten's carrying. I'd love to see that. What about punt returns? Anyone got a punt return this year? Nope. But the Oklahoma returner is really good. I'll tell you what. Oh, and then you actually the best punt returner right now, averaging 30 yards a return. Omar Mabson.
Yep.
30 yards a return. That's pretty damn good. Shit.
He was supposed to break one last week. I don't know what happened to him. Like, he ran out of gas.
Oh my God, Missouri leads with the most passing touchdowns right now. Shit. Who's the best TD to reception? Oh, Rocco Beck has 7-0, 7-0. I threw my first interception this week. I was very upset about it. Yeah. Tough times. But according to this, that's what I'm a little upset about. The playing style, Bryce Underwood's like, it's a D and I need a B plus. I'm like, okay, if you leave, I'm not gonna lie, I'm already recruiting somebody else. So if you leave, I have someone's gonna take you pretty easily. Which
Hey, if he leaves, he's gonna look good in the Auburn jersey, you know.
Fuck, you can take him if he wants to be that much of a prick. There's this freshman I found. I'm like, you know what? If you leave, I won't show it on stream. But if you leave, there's a better dude, Bryce, and he's younger. So walk if you want, but you won't want to natty with me.
Right.
You know, that's just where I'm at with him because he's a good player. Don't get me wrong, but like, if he wants to do that shit, bye. See ya, deuces. Oh, we should look at the Heisman watch. That's what we should look at. Right now, Jeremiah Smith, Dante Moore, Malachi Toney, and Julian Sand. Kind of surprised not Bo Jackson not up there.
I think it's still early, right?
True. Damn. Jeremiah Smith wants $430 in NIL. Holy shit. That is crazy.
Yeah. He can keep him over there at Ohio State.
Bet. I'll talk about some of my recruits here in a second, but I'm going to end episode 4 with Coach Auburn, and we're going to see how he goes today against Nebraska. And we'll get ready for week 3, hopefully tonight if everyone plays their game. If not, it'll be tomorrow. Peace out. This has been the Coach's Corner. Have a good day.